Today we will work on string functions. So let's start. The first function which we are working on, that is ASCII, ASCII. Its full form is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So what did it do? We will work with it like select, and we will say ASCII, and we will put our character inside it. As we know, every character, every alphabet has its own ASCII code. Like A capital has a ASCII code that is called 65. So we will just enter and we will get 65. So it's American Standard Code for Information Interchange. In the similar manner, for example, if I just try for C, so capital C, that means A is 65, 66, 67. So if I enter, I should get 67. In the similar manner, if I try for the small alphabets, you can try for any character which is in the keyboard and you will get different ASCII code according to it. So if I know A has an ASCII code 97, so it is in small. So if I enter, I get the 97. In this way, you can just try for the other ASCII codes also. The next function which we are going for, that is a char length, and after it, it's character length. So both the functions are for the same thing, for returning the length of a string in characters. So if I just try it, I can try the both. So just I need select statement. I need not have any, for the table and all. These are some string functions. We need not some table for it or like that. So we will just go with it. We will say select, and we will say char underscore length. That's it, length, and with the whatever you want. For example, I say welcome. This is my word and I want to calculate how many characters are there. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I should get with the semicolon and I should get 7. In the similar manner, I can work for this character length. It will give me the same thing. So char, that is, I just type it here again. So character length, if the command is right, it will display you the same. See, if you want to change this heading also, if you don't want the heading like this, the character length or ASCII like this, so you must have knowledge about it earlier when you have practiced the simple commands and all. There is one thing called as. So we will just mention as with it, that's a alias name, and we will just say that, for example, you want to put a short name, that is length. So if I enter now, I'll not get that character underscore length and all. Now it's in a good way. Okay, one more thing you have to always remember, you need not to use star here. If you will say select star, then the function name, it will not work. So this is the thing which you have to always keep in mind, that you don't require star here as you were requiring in the tables. Okay, the next function which we are going with, that is concat. As its name indicates, it's the concatenation of the two strings. So how we will implement it? So we will say select, and we will say the function name is concat, and we will just put parenthesis, and we will just put the name. For example, I say well, and with the comma, if I just try with like this, well double quotes, and I put it like this comma, and I say come like this, I just want to join them together. If the command is right, it will work, otherwise it will not work. So it's working. So it's saying welcome, it has joined it together. But for example, if we what is the purpose of this function? For example, you have created a table where first name is there and second name or the last name is there, and you want to combine the both, then you can use this concat. You must have use this function earlier in the programmings or any other languages and all. So select, concat, well, and come. If you want to put some spaces in between, you can put like this, and these spaces will be like there. So concat is a function which is used for combining the two texts together. Okay, moving to the next, that is a field. It is saying that return the index position of a value in a list of values. If there are many values, and it will return the index position. For this, you just have to maintain its proper syntax. So what is the syntax of it? You need to say field as it is, FIELD, that is a spelling. It can be capital, it can be small. As I told you earlier, that MySQL is a case insensitive language. That means we need not to worry about capitals and small, but we need to worry about just and just that the spellings. So select field and then you will mention the what you want. The function is saying the index position of a value. First you have to put that value. So if I'm just checking with the alphabets, then I say A is the first alphabet, or I can put it like this, or either I can put like this, or the numbers or digits, whatever you want. So I, for example, want to check the value that is A, and I just mention one name. It can be, you know, double quotes or small, that is a capital, that is your choice, or small, or double quotes or single quote, that's your choice. So it is case insensitive, as I told you. So if I just put it like this and I just try to do, okay, whether it is working or not. If I enter, okay, I need to put what, double quotes. See, one time I have put single quote and one time I have put double quote, it will not work. That's the reason it is prompting you like that. I just enter with the semicolon and just try to repeat that command again. So I put here double quotes or the both times single quote, that is your choice. So if I enter, I am getting 0. Why? Because A is not in welcome, because A is not an alphabet inside that word. So if I try with E, for example, E is where the E is. If I enter, so it is not giving me the same thing again and again. Why? Because return the index position of a value in a list of values. I'm saying I'm saying that you are finding the value in a string, right? No, it is not like that. What we have to work with, we have to work with the fields. So what we will work, we will make a list type. So this thing, every time I told my students to make the errors, debug them, and then try out the new thing. So now list of the alphabets. Now I say A, this is one alphabet. Then I say B, this is another alphabet. Then I say C, this is another alphabet. Then I say E, and then I put it like this, P and this. So this is my value, the first one, if you just go with it. So this is a syntax. So first is this is a value which I want to search from the rest of the list. So where the position is, it is here. So now this time I should get a 100% result. So I am getting, because now I have created a list. In this case, why 0 was there? Because it was a string. So when you talk about a string, it is always and always double, with the help of double quote or single quote. When we talk about list, they are the, you know, arrangement in a particular form, like the arrays are there, right? So they have their indexes and all. So you need to, whenever there is a mention of list of values, so you need to mention the list. So I just mentioned the list. Now you can count 1, 2, 3 and 4. So fourth position is this. So if you want to change it, and if you want to just go with it, you want to find P this time, so its index will be changed. Now it's 5. So in this way you can try for the field, and you can try it for different things. So try to, you know, do the wrong things, debug it, because it is a good way to learn, to debug the things. More you make the mistakes, more you know learn. Because if you just go through the some source and you just type it and you just run it, then you will not learn. Now next function is insert. Insert a string with a string at a specified position for a certain number of characters. So that means in this function what we have to do, we have to work with a string where we want to put some string, you know, for a specified number of times. So that means what we will say, select here, and what we have to use, we have to use a select with the insert function. So what we will do, we will just work with the insert function here. So we will say insert again, like I have told earlier, the functions will be the same, like so. What it is saying, we want to insert a string. That means in this case I am going to put some string value inside it, and I want to, you know, specified position I should know, and number of characters I should know. This is the thing it is saying. So for example, my for example, my word is, I say welcome, or the text, it is welcome, and I say to my channel. This is the word, or this is the line. So welcome to my channel, and what I want to insert somewhere. I want to insert on somewhere for example on the 1, for example on 2 position. And how many characters I want to change? I want to change how many characters? I want to change 3 characters, and by which I want to replace or by which I want to insert the things. So I say, for example, second number is the E, and some random text I want to, for example MND or double quotes and with the close. When I put a semicolon and enter, I get, see, WMN dom dot my, it is something, random, a random thing.